Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. We are ACCSimSeries. This is the Championship Series number 6, and I am joined in the booth, as ever, with the sexiest man in esports. It's Paul Glover, and we are here to bring you week 1 from Snetterton. How are you feeling, Paul?
Yeah, I'm feeling very good, thank you. I took part in the 2.4 at Suzuka earlier on today. Had a bit of a break since then, ready for the new season to begin, as you say, at Snetterton. Dan, how are you feeling after your race earlier on in the RCI charity event?
I'm feeling all okay. There's lots of team racing going on today. Obviously, guys have been in the SimGrid Endurance Cup. There's, like I said, the 2.4 hour solo endurance series. RCI charity race. There's been loads of team racing going on today. I mean, I had better races in my two hour stint out of the 4 hour RCI charity race, but it's good fun. Raised loads of money, which was the important thing. And now I'm here with a short break in between. So, yeah, let's talk season 6. What's your feelings? How are you feeling going into it?
Yeah, how am I feeling? That's a good question. I'm excited because I put some questions out to our silver drivers, which we'll no doubt use during the race. You know, we've got quite an age range, and I'm excited because now I feel I know a little bit more about our drivers as well. So, but yeah, Snetterton, we haven't raced around here yet for ACCSS, so
nope.
Should hopefully be a good show this evening. And it's you know, the British tracks, as we all know, aren't, except for Silverstone, aren't exactly easy in the GT3.
I mean, they're not exactly easy in many cars. We had what do we have? 4 hours of Alton last weekend, and that was difficult to say it's least. And Snetterton's just as bumpy, just as loose, and lots of the guys have been struggling this week in practice, or this month really in practice. Obviously, we announced the tracks probably just a little under a month ago now. I think that was when that announcement stream was that I did about a month ago. So they've had plenty of time to practice. Any names that crop up to the top of your list? I'll tell you what, while you chat, I'll try and get the leaderboard. I'll try and get the old participants list up.
Sign up. The sign up. Yeah, I mean, my buddy Paddy, I mean, did a couple of seasons in bronze and finally been promoted this season.
Graced with his presence into
exactly.
silver.
I think he would have missed the commentary. I think if he wasn't in silver this year. And but yeah, and also there's a couple of other names which have been around a little while. Eric Strom, Jesper Eriksson, Antti Monika. There's like Scott Walker, Jeta Santon. Came up from bronze last year. Loves his yellow Porsche. It's got some pace, but also, I'm sure he won't mind me saying it's got a spin or two in him as well. But then you've got the likes of Van Dongen, who was also promoted from last season. We've also got a couple of drivers from the USA this season as well. One of them is new, and that's is David Chimilio. They're both from New York, our USA drivers, funny enough. So, yeah.
Awesome! Yeah, lots of new drivers, lots of new faces on the grid. I'm sure viewers at home, you'll get yourself familiar with some of the faces, and looking at it now, there doesn't look to be too many funny names that we can use. So we'll have to. Gone as the long Wayne Cox split, and we have to do some serious broadcasting now, chat. So. Yeah, I think it's going to be good fun. You're going to see lots of new things for the stream. Obviously, you saw the ads at the start. With obviously working with Sim Racing GP, and we're also Grid Finder approved for this season. So it's great to have those guys help find you a load of new drivers to race with on a weekend and on a weeknight, and all the other races that we do. Yeah, so I'm still trying to recover from my race. I'm drinking and talking. Like it's only water chat, but my shoulders and my arms at the moment are just absolutely killing me. So from my race earlier on today. So yeah, there's lots of events going on at ACCSS. I don't particularly take part in the weekly events. I find that I struggle to switch off if I race during the week. Though I really enjoyed our Wreckfest
event on what was it, on Thursday evening. Yeah, I really enjoy it. Something a little bit different, something you don't necessarily have to take so seriously. Fantastic stuff. So great to just hang out with some of the fellow racers in ACCSS and yourself included.
Yeah, exactly. So free practice is coming to an end. As you can see, the drivers now using the end of the track to finish off their laps. Cameras playing catch up as they do.
Yeah. I love the way ACC does that from time to time. Like it's a bit like watching the dodgy football streams that I have to put up with when watching my football club at the moment, and the cameraman completely misses the goal. So yeah, there are definitely some similarities. It's like, oh, where's the car gone? So yeah, fun.
Good stuff. Right, let's see how long we got. Where's the free practice is over. Let's get the timings up. Let's get everything rocking and a rolling. I think we'll start the new toys, Paul, in the
yes.
when the pros come out. So we'll keep it as is for now.
Yeah.
Unless we get some really close qualifying laps. But in terms of ACCSS, we do a few different things here and there. As people will become very familiar with, and the first one is you'll notice some white and some red names on track. So the red names are our Tier 4 drivers. They are the lower class drivers in this race, and our white badges are our Tier 3 drivers. They're obviously the pro class for the racing session. Now the qualifying is split into it's a 30-minute session split into two 15 minutes, and each class gets 15 minutes at a time. So that is how it works. So the AMs will go out first, and we see Tondre and Bombawashe coming out first on the track. He's the one that's going to start us out. Oh, predictions. Predictions already, chat. Come on, man. Start a prediction. What should we go for?
I don't know.
We can't do a prediction. We can't do a prediction just yet, chat. We need to get some data. We need to get some data on who's competitive with who. Needs to be patient with us, chat. Patient.
Yeah. Show some patience, otherwise I'll come and hunt you down.
Loads of new followers, though. There's like 6 of you already.
This is fantastic stuff. Yeah, fantastic. I want to see something from Rayner this season. He's been around a little while now. Rayner, I think since season 1, he's got a bit of a northern wine on him, or twang, as some people might like to call it. Nice guy.
He's now reaching the sunset phase of his sim racing career, because he's him and his lovely partner are due to have a baby soon.
Yes.
So I think it's kind of, this is it. This is Adam's last time to shine.
He's got to go out with a bang, hasn't he? Really, he's got to step it up just a little bit. So no pressure, Adam, if you're watching this back.
If you win, I'll allow you to call your child Dan or Daniel or some reminiscent of it. That's
how nice of you.
Exactly. I'll allow it to happen. I mean, you've got to be decent.
I mean, what more can you ask for?
Exactly. Here we go then. So Tondre starting the first of the flying laps. You can see there on the mini-map on the right-hand side that the rest of the cars are following through. Tondre's found himself a nice, clean bit of space to get his lap underway, and looking very clean in this AMG. There's lots of cleans in that statement.
Yeah, can you have too many cleans in a statement?
Oh, I don't know.
It's
not in this day and age,
isn't it? I just want to go back and have a look and just have a look at the timetable from. So car number 33, Jadki. I'm presuming that's how you pronounce it.
Jadka. Same thing.
Jadka. Okay. Mixing it up with the pros, and he's in the AM split in the Vantage GT3. So possibly
solid car.
It is a solid car. My favourite. One to watch out for potentially this round. And also, I think what we'll tend to find is that because there's been, as you mentioned, there's been a month since we announced this race. Mm-hmm. People practice it as where the other tracks they practice the week before the race, and generally you find the best driving, or the best standing, shall we say, as I just belched a little bit there, so pardon me, is I blame the shandy. is you know, the driving standards are better because the drivers have had that month to put the practice in.
Yeah,
so,
definitely.
As I can see, there's a yellow flag for car 86 out on track, and that is Hodge.
Oh, solid start from Hodge again. Someone that's been around for at least a couple of seasons now.
Yeah, come on, get your act together. What are you doing?
All right, so Tondre's going to set the first lap. I believe it's valid. They've not seen anything to say otherwise. It is 49 flat there.
That's a decent start.
Oh, do you know what I like about week 1? Livery watch.
Yes.
Livery watch, and we've got I'm going to debut a new livery this season tomorrow. So.
What, a new ACCSS one?
No, not a custom one. I'm gonna fall in with the scrubs like the rest of the drivers.
Okay. Okay, so in practice we saw 148.1. So.
Oh, there we go. We've just seen a 48.1 already here.
We've
Martin
already hit
Butterman.
it. So yeah. Oh, blimey. Yeah. Where's that come from? In practice, I don't think he set a time. So there you go.
He's hiding, keeping all the talent.
Keeping us guessing. I mean, what the hell's that all about?
So the long day of sim race is catching up on me. It's a massive yawn.
Wasn't it the other? We've done a couple of streams together where you were just absolutely knackered. So yeah.
I mean, have a crack with this name is on you, Paul.
Nico Kessi Kakkonen. Just like Kimi Räikkönen at the end, isn't it?
Except it's got Keski Kikkonen. Keski Kikkonen?
Keski Kikkonen.
I think that's a solid go at that is. Keski Kikkonen.
Yeah.
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 Don't like it.
Yeah. Take
it up with my social secretary, Pavel. With also a terrible surname as well. Like, how the hell are you going to pronounce on? Yeah, exactly, Pavel. At least I can get this surname is easier to say than yours.
Yes.
And this is just a bunch of K's and I's.
So I can see that Scott Walker is over half a second up. Martin Butterman is also over half a second up. So he's going to get into the 147s by the looks of it. Is that good round here? I've got no freaking idea.
I've got no reference material. Let's have a little. Shall I have a little look at what they were doing last night? Shall I have a little look at what lap times they were doing last night, shall I?
Good shout. Good shout.
So there you go. And actually, that's another change this season. We're not bringing you every single split on broadcast. And another change: the tier 5s and 6s are in a separate race.
Yes. Yeah. Someone's saying in chat, 47s are decent, 46s are rapid.
All right. So I'm hitting 45s tomorrow, chat.
That was me. I'd probably be hitting the 48s then. I'm normally a second or two behind everyone else.
So pole yesterday is a 48.5 in tier 6.
We're already beating that.
And tier... Come on, platform.
He's done a 147.4, which is the fastest lap so far. So in Sector 1, Butterman has got Sector 1 and Sector 2, but Rainer Reza is fastest. It was currently, that's a great name.
A 47.1 yesterday, Rowan Rainsbury.
Okay.
But he was over, that was in the race, sorry. 47.6 was his pole time.
Well, we're already beating that.
And he was clear by half a second, 6 tenths. P2 was 48.1.
Yeah, as I said the other day to some fellow racers, you get people that like have a favourite track. Like I'm always, doesn't matter when I race at Brands Hatch, it could be in the dry, it could be in the wet. For some reason, Brands Hatch just suits my driving, and I'm always in like the top, 6 when I race there. Generally, one of my favourite tracks. But also, you get other drivers have got other tracks which they just click with. But then you also have certain cars which are made for certain tracks as well. So, just because someone's smashing in, a 2-second quicker than lap time doesn't mean next week they'll be doing the same thing. As we see in Formula 1, certain cars are better at certain tracks.
So guys are now starting to find their feet and find their lap times. Good stuff, Garstig. Again, one of the that's invalid, so we'll come off that. Oh, there we go. Your boy Paddy Redmond up 9 tenths as he goes and books this lap in.
Yes, and it's valid, so that's great. So moves up into 11th position. So I thought Paddy was in his 70s, but apparently he's actually 69. So I sent out a few questions to the drivers, as I like to do every so often, and you know, telling us your name, where you're from, and what age you are. So I mean, youngest driver we've got that I
Paul
know.
also asked for bank account details as well.
I did, yes, and
Any,
for money to be sent into.
Any juicy deets you can share? Not on stream. DMs, I think.
But I mean, I was really impressed. 33 drivers responded to, actually 35. I have got one to fill in. 34 drivers. No, 35.
Good, Matt.
No,
You alright, Paul? You alright, Paul?
Yeah, 34 drivers responded. I just can't count. And the youngest driver to respond to me at the age of 16 is Van Dungen. And he says his goal is to be consistent and clean to make up for last season, where in 2 races I crashed myself and others out. And he was also promoted from Tier 5 to Tier 3 for this season.
What's that? Shin Van Duncan?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Yeah, so it's good to see some promotions taking place.
Oh yeah, he's in Tier 3, so he's out in the next split. Car number 14.
Yeah.
Marcus Haller about to go in 8 tenths quicker. Put him very close to that 47 mark.
A couple of drivers about to turn a year older soon as well. So Eunice Koivisto is one of those. He's going to turn 26 soon. That's young, isn't it? Makes me feel old.
That's younger than I am. That's younger than me.
Yeah, from Finland. So he's also, it's going to be his first season in silver as well. He came up from Tier 6 after 2 seasons there. So that's good, because some drivers have got pedigree. I like this. That's what I like. That's what I'm excited about. Is that
that's what I mean. I started in silver a couple of seasons.
Yeah.
Then went down to bronze for one because of the broadcast. Then silver, then gold last season and gold this season. So it's data. It's data, chat. That's all we're after. All we're after is data. More data, the better we can evaluate you.
Someone's is on about my maths. I mean, I'm just counting. It's not really maths. I just failed at counting and reading.
Just failed at numbers.
Yeah,
just numbers, mate.
Just failed at life. I might as well go home. Oh, hold on a second. I am home.
Hang on.
So still setting the. Oh no, Mindgus.
Yeah, I saw it a while ago and didn't go for the name. To be honest, I'm not going to lie to you, chat. I saw it.
He was in our Suzuka race earlier on.
Yeah, I think he was in the Spa race a couple of weeks ago as well. Sialkulis? Sialkulis? I don't know.
Let us know if we're completely butchering that. But I mean, they're both, the top two are both, I mean, there's nothing in between them really.
No.
As Butterman has set the fastest first sector on this lap, but he's not up at the moment. Scott Walker is currently in 6. He's up.
Esprello's up 8 tenths.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's nearly up a whole second there. There we go. Yep, there he is, a second. So that's going to push him into the 1:48.7s. I think that'll push him up to about 10th if he keeps this up. Yeah, 10th is easy because there's a bit of a gap there between 10th and 11th, where Jonathan Werner currently sits in 11th position. So.
Guess Esprello's been in that lap
that's not the way to go.
So the top guys all on laps at the moment. Scott Walker, only probably got 2 attempts left now. Scott Walker for the Rubber Dinghy Rapids. Gone for the Lamborghini. It was Scott in the one that drove the GTR last season. Was it Scott the one with the Larry Colour GTR?
I think he might have done. Yeah. I think he might have done. I will have a little gander.
Goes up to 4th, Kavitsto. On the start of his lap, up 2 temps. So I say start of his lap. He's about halfway through now. Oh, is it for Mache? He has changed. He was the GTR and he's gone into the Lambo. Mache convinced him. Mache got another. Mache signed another one up to the Lambo club.
Alex is in chat. Yeah. Okay.
Rubber Dinghy Rapids coach Maciej Markowski. It's just turning all of them off of the GTR onto Ferraris into the Lambo drivers.
Paul Greatchus in chat criticising my maths. Thanks, Paul. How did the race go earlier on, by the way? Did I beat you by any chance?
I can't see what chat is he moaning at you in.
No, he's criticising my maths.
Oh.
That's him. Yeah.
Oh.
You're welcome and shut up.
Oh.
Brilliant. Yeah, he DM'd me on Discord to say it was him.
Oh.
Right. Yeah.
Final laps then. The Lamborghini may be coming up trumps for Scott Walker. He is half a second up, and it could be enough to put him on and pole.
Yeah, 1:47.2. I think he's lost a little bit of time. He's got a car ahead of him. It's not what you want when you're setting a fast lap. It's McLaren.
Oh, that's Rayner in the McLaren as well. I've expected to see him in the Bentley this season.
Can't go out with a whimper, can he? Oh, Scott, to be fair, he's not lost too much time. He's lost a
Could
tenth,
still put him on pole.
It will, yeah.
It does.
Current pole man, well, the man that's now in second position is Loser, but Reza is flying. He's up round about half a second, currently in fourth class.
Paul, get it ready. Pro's coming out.
I'm already on him.
Awesome. New feature, chat. Picture-in-picture, chat. As you can see, the pros are leaving the pits to start their qualifying stint. They're all filtering out. Rayner Reza's still up on his time. He could look to take Scott Walker off of pole. Yeah, they did it last season. We do it better. They were sharing their screen in Discord. I'll tell you what, I bet they didn't have. Side-by-side chat.
Yeah, chat.
Yeah, chat. Don't step up to this level if you don't want to be thrown down.
What are you saying? What are you saying, chat? Yeah, what are you saying now?
I'll tell you what, and if you really want to go, we can now go and have a look at the pros in the full screen, while we have a look at Geordie in the AM finish his last flying lap in the little screen.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can, chat.
And you know what? If you start really mouthing off, we can hit you with...
I think it took it too far.
And then we can come back to the gameplay, just like that. It's magic, chat. Adam Rayner then, last of the AM driver. Yeah, that's right. You've got to get used to the fact that I haven't levelled the audio yet as well. Surprise, mother truckers. Adam Rayner 5 temps up, the last AM driver to head across the line, and then we're going to jump on board with car 666. Who is Andrew Hearn? I didn't realise. Has Andrew Hearn dropped into silver? I thought there was another 666 car. We're allowed to have fun, Rimmel. It's the only thing that keeps us here.
Yeah.
If we can't have fun, as some of you would have realised last season when I was on my Tods, it gets a bit boring. I have to start making Wang jokes. But he's not in my split this season. He's in bronze. Andrew Hearn then starting the first of the flying laps for the pro drivers. What's Paul watching? Let's have a little look at what Paul's watching. Paul's having a look at someone else, because we can do that now. He's got a car up his backside though, as Andrew. Who's that? 215. That's a new number.
That's the one I'm on board with, you moron.
Oh, is it? Oh, is it? I didn't realise Jack Taylor was in. I didn't realise Jack Taylor was in silver either. God.
Get your finger on the post, DT.
Oh, honestly, guys.
He needs to back off a bit, Taylor. Here, he needs to give himself a bit of room. One of my bugbears.
Look, you can do. Look at this, right? You can do on board. I can do rear view.
Yeah. But if you go side by side, it looks even better.
Yeah, let's go side by side. On board and rear view, chat. 2 on board side by side.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, we've been doing some. We've been
doing
working
work,
on this.
chat.
Yeah, we've been doing some work behind the scenes, haven't we? I've got to say though, Dan does most of the heavy lifting. I just turn up and
You
test.
just turn up and press go on your broadcast. I just steal all the footage. Andrew Hearn then about to come across the line and set the first lap of the session. Jack Taylor, as you can see in the side-by-side, close to him as well.
Yeah, so Taylor into 13th, as then Hearn is in 20th, so and falling down. So, oh yeah, I mean, you know how much I like to criticise drivers, but you got to give each other a bit more room.
Was there an incident? Was there? Oh, Jack's returned to pit.
Yeah, because Hearn was a little bit slower, shall we say?
Right, youngest driver on the track. Where'd he go? Did he set his lap? I was about to watch Shin. He was up. Oh, he has. He's up in 10.
Yeah, he did a 1:48.2.
I'm just saying, we started showing off the new features and we got 2 followers. Let's show some more.
Yeah, yeah.
Hit him with a side-by-side. Who are you on board with? I can't quite see it in my preview.
I'm watching Christian Viviers. He's part of the Mist Apex team. He's currently in 37th position.
Antti Maninka in 16th, up on his lap.
He's been around a while, hasn't he?
He's driving. Oh, he's, hang on. Right, where's Eric Strom? I need to check something, chat. They are in the same. They're both racing for the Nordic Audi racers. Same livery, same car. We've got another Bentley boys, chat.
Good.
So what you get? What's his face? Who I was just looking at? Maninka.
Yeah.
I'll get Strom, and we've got them both on screen at the same time.
Where is Maninka?
He's 16th.
Okay. There we go.
And if you press insert, or you'll get your timing screens up as well. Your little timing tower deltas up.
My broadcast app is not. Hold on a second.
No, that's in game. You just need to press. Oh, mine's on end. I think yours might be on insert.
No. Mine.
See.
End insert.
Work this hard on production value and get let down by the co-commentator, chat.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, but insert's changing the
MFD in game.
Yeah.
It's not changing though. I can't see it. At least.
Well, no, I did change it. There
There we go. No, too many. You got too over-exasperated on the button pressing.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
You're talking about the timing.
Yeah, the little gaps. See, chat wants to see the gaps.
Yeah, the thing I was trying to do. Oh, now my broadcasting app, like bloody. Right, I'll have to reboot the game and.
Right, chat. We'll go back to just the scrubby single view while Paul fixes his stuff.
Yeah.
Have to knock down the production value for Paul.
Listen. I can't help it that Kunos can't develop a game that decides that the API doesn't talk back to the app.
Right, lap times, chat. Let's get back to some racing. None of the pros are in the top 3 so far. Luis Fernandez, the only remaining Fernandez brother in silver split. Going to see Pedro tomorrow in the gold split. Is up into 4th. Dieter Sandon in 6th. Mark Bunyan in 9th. And he hasn't put any capital letters in his name, and that's rather tilting. And then we've got Shin van der Dungen in 12th place. Half a second up on his lap time so far.
Game to load, then I'll be back. Yeah, for some reason, you know, the broadcast app, it wouldn't allow me to change driver. It did this to me a few weeks ago.
Apparently, I think that might be the app, because I think he's stopped working on Gareth a couple of times tonight as well.
Oh, has it?
Yes, because Gareth is over on RCI TV, commentating the 4-hour charity race.
So yeah, because I'm using the modified one rather than the standard one.
Yeah, I think we're all using the modified one. The ACCSS modified broadcasting one.
Yeah. Right, I'm on now. Where is he?
Probably better than yours, Paul, by the sounds of it, mate.
What are you talking
about? Paul Gratrick's piping up in chat again.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. Getting a bit big for his boots. Now he's offered he's resubscribed for 2 months with his.
Is that not changing drivers?
Gonna have to go the old shift left and right arrow, mate.
really annoying.
Michael Luque up into 11th then. Dieter Santon up on his time again by 3 tenths. And we have got a pro at the top of the leaderboard by 6 1,000ths of a second then. Pipping Scott Walker to the post. Dion Isger? Dion Isger? I'm going to go for that. Sitting atop the tree of a 147.3.
Pro really struggling to get amongst the AMs right now.
I've still got 5. They've had 66% of their qualifying sessions so far. Oh, no, you need to expect that here, mate. You need to expect the butchering of names. If you come here for anything else, it's more important than the racing sometimes, the fact how much I butcher the names.
Yeah, it's part of the... don't like it, you know what the door is. Oh, that'll be why it's not doing it.
As it broke. Mark Bunyan is up on this time.
Broadcasting.json has updated.
Ah!
With the invalid password, that's what's causing it, because it needs the command password in order to change the cars.
I don't know where that information is.
Is.
Don't know where that information is, but Mark Bunyan was up on his time. There's not a lot of green on my timing screen at the moment, chat. Oh, I'll tell you what, there is a bit of green. Jack Taylor, second up on his time at the moment, coming into the final corner. That's a nice looking livery there. The Slipstream 215 AMG. Going to go in 1.2 seconds up on his time. That's going to put him up in the top couple. Oh, they're so tight at the top. Look at them.
That's what you like to see, isn't it?
Top 8 within 2 tenths of each other, Paul.
That is tight.
5th and 6th, identical times.
Oh, get out of town. Right.
And they're both up as well, but so is the leader. Dieter's going to be the first to bag his extra bit of time if he can keep it valid.
Jose Martins is also up. I'm looking at him at the moment on my stream.
Oh, let's give it some picture-in-picture chat. See how Jose Martins is getting on as well as Dieter Santon.
He's up a second now, nearly, so he's going to hit the low 148s. That'll put him up into about 16th position if he can hold this together, which he's coming up to cross the line. Where's that put him? Did it invalidate? No. I know he's up 1.2. Where is he? Here he comes to cross the line now. Yeah, look at that, into 9th. Nice. Nice. Still got a few AMs up there though. Walker, Reza, the guy in 4th. Butterman. Beautiful.
Donuts there from car number 2. Jack Taylor trying to bag himself pole position in race number, or in round 1 even, of the Championship Series here with ACCSS. He's 6 tenths up at the moment. He could be the first driver to hit a 46 so far this evening. Coming into the final corner now. He's still half a second up. Depends if it's a big half a second or a little half a second as to whether or not he hits the 46s. Oh, not quite. 47.058 then. Dieter Santon, the next one to try and bat that 146 door down.
Mark Bunyan is also slightly up on his time. Not a huge amount, but he's about to cross the line and... I don't even know this track.
He's actually behind Dieter Santon, so we can go back to that picture, and then we can swap over afterwards. Dieter Santon then 3 tenths up on his time, looking to throw the gauntlet back towards Jack Taylor with 2 minutes 24 left to go in the session.
We're coming around that big sweeping right hander into the sharp left now. For Mark Bunyan. Just over 2 minutes of qualifying left.
Dieter Santon then goes into second place.
This is a rub, yeah.
Bunyan moves himself up into 10th.
Nice bit of progress. Decent that.
Andrew Hearn 6 tenths up on his time. He's still going to put himself up there, but just how tight the top is.
Yeah, Menink is also up on his time at the moment as well.
Oh, they are, chat. Look at the times at the top. Someone get a screenshot. Where's my F12 button? There it is.
What's that?
They're identical, P1 and 2.
Oh, are they? Oh, my.
Get a couple of
Screen
screenshots
that.
for the gram.
Yeah. That's madness.
Jack Taylor sacking off this lap then to have a decent last final stab at it. And he's got pole, but he needs to try if he can break it a little bit and apply the pressure back onto Dieter Santon. If you grab up Dieter Santon.
Yeah, I will go and grab Dieter Santon. Where is Dieter Santon? It all worked when...
He's second.
Okay, thank you. All works until Paul fails.
Yep. Reboot Paul.exe. That's all it is.
Yeah.
So a yellow flag on the right hand side here for Jack. Just to get through it nice and safe and smooth. He's down on his time at the moment.
Santon into the final corner.
He's down 2 seconds.
Down 1.5. He's hopefully got more fuel in the car to go and do one more. Manika just did a 1:48.4 into 19th position.
Oh, Jack Taylor's binned it off then, so let's go and have a little look at Dieter Santon. Jack Taylor can't throw the glove back into Dieter's court. He's just going to have to hope. This qualifying comes to an end then. Brian Dahl, Glasgow Rangers Racing.
There's no one up on their time. Menik is slightly up on his. He's currently down in 30th position. Manika, who's currently in 19th, he's 3 tenths up. So...
all the pressure's on Santon then to break the deadlock of the top 2 being on identical race times. Identical race times or identical qualifying times, sorry?
Yeah, I mean, he's not up and he's not down, but he just got he lost a bit of time there. The car got a bit squiggly and he's pulling out of the way.
That's it then. Top 2 going to be tied at the top of the tree. Antti Maninka going to be the last car on the track for qualifying this afternoon. Oh, I've got to learn all the names again for the grid walk. I've not done a grid walk in so long, chat. Got to learn them all. How's Antti getting on? Is he up? Is he down? Is he valid? He is up. He's a second up. Oh, he's a second up, chat. 47.4. This could be enough. Oh, to be fair, that's still only 6th on the grid, so looking how tight they are.
I mean, it's tight, isn't it? All the way down
top
to...
Top 14 are within a second. Top 15 are within a second of each other.
All the way down to 13th is in the 1:47s. I mean, it's... yeah. Unbelievable.
But the identical lap time then, chat, at the end of qualifying is what it's all about. So we're going to head to a short ad break then as the cars form up on the grid. And we'll be back in around about a minute or two. And we'll take you through the first grid walk of the Championship Series number 6. And we're back with you then, chat. And we're here to take you through the grid walk for the first round of the Championship Series number 6, brought to you by ACCSimSeries, powered by Sim Racing GP. And we've got Jack Taylor then sitting pretty at the top of the tyre with an identical lap time to Dieter Santon, but because he got it first, he finds himself on pole. Then we've got Isger and Walker, 3rd and 4th. Walker taking the AM spot pole position. Maninka and Reza. Sial Kulis, I think we went for in the end, and Fernandez. Then we've got Butterman and Van Den Dungeon then leading out your 7th and 8th. Martins and Hearn. Bunyan and Luque and Bambawashe and Sambrano. Haller and Jadka. Robbo and Espello. Then we've got Ericsson and Garstick doing your top 20 drivers. Then we've got Dahl, Werner, Nemeth, Hodge, Kvitsto, Paddy Redmond, crowd favourite here this evening. Chamello, Manink, Rayner, Merlot. And then we've got at the back of the grid this evening, we've got Cube, Strom, Vivers, Daly, Fineri, Keski Konan, yeah, Oos and Sorensen then at the back of the grid this evening. I was nearly there. I nearly got through it, chat. So for this week one, all right? Got 10 attempts at this. First one's always the worst. Livery watch as the engine starts to roll.
Got you a lovely little shot here.
I like 811. 811's nice. I like 89. Looks a bit like the Iron Lynx Ferrari of nowadays. 90's just Mad Panda. We've seen that plenty of times. Got the Nordic Racing team there, number 94. I believe that's Strom.
Taylor's just turning his lights on because he needs them, obviously, to see. So will we see a clean start as the drivers go to start the formation lap?
Any spinners?
Is that the prediction? Is that?
Oh yeah, I need to do a prediction, don't I, chat? Who's number 55? I like that Ferrari livery. That looks nice. I like 55's car. There we go then. The engines, the cars pulling away.
You could do this in real life. You get the cameraman and get run over.
Got drones nowadays, Paul.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the camera that I put myself on the start-finish line.
Oh, okay.
They're driving into me like they're running me over.
Let's get the HUD set up. Let's get the old side-by-side set up, and then we can set the prediction. So I'm going to look at the start. You're going to look at wherever you look. We'll put that in here. We'll start the prediction. Start prediction. Clean turn 1. Yes. No. Off you go, chat. It's only a short one. 30 seconds. 'Cause we're nearly halfway through the formation lap. Are you ready, chat? Are you ready? British version of Spa. Come on. Oh, it's Dieter Santon. Dieter Santon spun, chat! P2 has spun!
Well, I did say, didn't I?
It's happened. Someone remind me. Remind me after the race. I'll add him to the collection. He's trying to recover so before he teleports.
So, Jakob Sonsen is right at the back. Must not have qualified. He's in the Lexus. He loves that car. As I ride on board with him, he loves this car. I'd expect him to do, but again, he has a spin or two in him. But he's got some pace.
So
Ghost Rider Racing.
So we're starting to head into the 2x2 Noah's Ark formation for the first race of Silver Split this evening. Cars are forming up nicely. Jack Taylor next to Dieter Santon. Identical qualifying times. Could not put a hair between these two. Who is going to get the better start?
Someone's off. Is that Manika? Was that Manika coming back on?
Oh,
No, it was Eric Strom.
oh, see, Eric Strom's another one. Did he spin? We're counting that as a spin.
He went wide
Oh,
off the track. I didn't quite see.
Right, here we go then, guys. All the cars coming together. Scott Walker finding his space in fourth. Leader of the AM split pole. Well, he got the AM split pole position then. Cars are forming up, hitting that 70km/h zone. And are we going to have a clean turn 1? I should have put clean first sector realistically, should I? Because I think we'd be fine through turn 1. It'd be turn 2 and 3 that kill us. Either way, Paul is looking at the back. Here we go. We're going to start then. Jack Taylor, foot to the floor. Gets a nice, healthy lead over the Porsche of Dieter Santon. Iska trying to find some space. The McLaren there of Reza gets past Maninka. Maninka getting swamped by the pack. Falls down to 8th or 9th position. Dieter Santon getting caught a little bit on the edge. Going to open the door up for Iska on the inside. Nice and smooth they go. Jack Taylor starting to stretch those legs. The McLaren of Reza had a great start. Oh, there's contact though between himself and Santon.
There's a bit of contact at the back as well. Didn't quite catch who it was, but just there's a little bit of carnage.
There's Alexis off on the side of the track as well.
A Mercedes spinning the wrong way. Who is it? That's Zambrano. He's now collected himself and is making his way back.
Oh, the Porsche, the squiggly Porsche of the 88. Oh, there's carnage in the front as well. There's carnage at the front. It started with a little bit of contact between two Porsches. I believe that could have been, Martins and Butterman then. They had a little bit of an argy-bargy. Alexis came to say hello. It was Sint van der Dungeon wanted to be the meeting between the Porsche sandwich. And it ended in a little bit of carnage off track there. We see the 177 rejoin. It is 177. They were quite high up the order as well. Oh, it's Jesper Eriksson then with a rejoin. It's caused absolute carnage. This is towards the middle of the pack now. We've had a big old split between car 23 and 33. I believe that's because of the Porsche Lexus meatball sandwich.
So we've got the top three in the AM class, all very close together. Walker, Reza, and Clulius. Can we just call him Lulius or something? We need to know how to pronounce that name. So I'll be keeping a focus on the AM battles as best as we can to try and give some time to these guys.
Dieter Santon manages to defend the inside line through turn 1 for the start of the second lap.
As Walker's looking on the inside of Fernandez, goes to make a move alongside the Aston Martin. He pulls out as Reza is watching just from behind. But now Fernandez has got the inside, and that's opening the door for Rainer Reza, actually, who's trying to go alongside Walker. But then Reza has got a bit of a squiggle on, so he didn't quite really make it stick. Oh, as he nearly goes into the back of the Lambo Walker, but manages to avoid it. And then on to the inside. He's trying to make the move stick, and he does. Moves up into 5th position.
So there we go, and that's a change of the lead in AM this evening. Let's have a little look further down the order, and we're looking towards Thomas Manink then. Lovely little gaggle of cars here, headed up by that 88 Porsche that was involved in the incident with the number 10 Porsche in Butterman that's down in 24th now, and he's become the cork in the bottle for these guys. The Ferrari of Thomas Manink looking to grab as much of the curbing as he can on the inside through 5, heading into 6 now. Then we're going to stretch those legs as we head up all the way up the back straight. Let's have a little look at an onboard of Manink. Lovely camera angle. That's comparable with Paul Ricard, that one, seeing so much of this straight. Battle going on behind these two for position. Oh, there's contact as well. It's the 101 and the 22. It's the 22 Aston Martin of Chiramel and the 101 Lexus of Gardstig. The 101 comes off a lot worse.
I will go and have a look at that.
Let me know when you're ready and we'll bring it up on the big screen for the viewers at home. How are we getting on towards the back? Paddy Redmond sees himself in 26th, still battling for position, having to defend as well from Jocelyn Merler. Well, I mean, Bronze did have 20 cars on the grid. These guys have got 41, 42. So there is going to be more incidents in here than there are going to be in Bronze. There's more cars on the track. Oh, there's an incident at the front that we've missed as well, Paul. 33, 186, all involved in that. That was Antti Maninka then, one of the leaders at the top of the tree. Let's go back in our replay and see if we can find that for you while Paul finds the other one. And they all come around the corner. Oh, the Lexus just misses his braking zone and sends Maninka into the grass as well. And then Maninka gets a spin on as well for good measure. Here comes the Lexus through the back of the camera. Car number 14, Sint van der Junction. They're not having too great of a race, I believe. He's had a couple. Oh, the front of that Lexus is ruined. Look at it coming through turn 1, chat. It looks absolutely mortified. Antti Maninka then finds himself down in 16th place. Pit window has opened with 5 minutes into the race. Jack Taylor still at top of the tree. He's got a gap of around a second to Dion Isga. So Isga's managed to get himself past Santon. Fernandez then in 4th. Rainer Reza, Scott Walker in 5th
Found
and
the
6th.
replay when you're ready, Dan.
Let's head over to see the full screen of the incident then, going into a couple of laps ago. 2 seconds. Here we go.
Runs wide, doesn't he, there, and he kind of loses momentum. That's Chimilio.
Yes, the Lexus looks for the inside then as much as he possibly can, going into the left-hander, sorry. Probably not quite level with him, and then, well, comes off worse in my opinion.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, sure does.
Anyway, back on board into the live action then, and we'll swap over and have a little look at Jack Taylor stretching his legs as best as he can. He's opened that gap up to just over a second. Dieter Santon and Luis Fernandez are in hot pursuit. Further down the order, let's see where the gaps are, and Bunyan's on the back of Antti Winninka then. Oh, Bunyan's actually had a spin. Let's go back and have a little look at that. It looks like he may have been involved in a little incident. Let's go back 30 seconds and have a little look at that. So we're coming down the start-finish straight. Lexus in the pits. That's Shin van der Dungeon trying to repair the damage that he had for the incident with Antti Winninka the lap before. And then is it the death of the Lambo, or does the McLaren, kill him? Let's have a little look. Oh yeah, the McLaren comes in way too hot into the second corner. I think that's Vita Sprello then, that McLaren, and loses a swamp load of positions as well. Nice safe rejoin there though from Mark Bunyan, and hopefully he can recover. He's definitely got the pace. Vita Sprello up into 20th position. Apparently there's some penalties trickling in as well. I haven't got the sheet open, unfortunately. I've not got enough screens with this new setup.
I will take a look.
Have the sheet open as well. Let's have a little look further down the action. That's where the battle seemed to be at the moment, not towards the top. Go on and have a little look at Jonas Kavitso then. And this is the gaggle of guards, sorry, that we saw in the back. We saw passing Victor Esprello following that incident with Mark Bunyan. Mark Bunyan down into 28th now, so needs a bit of a recovery drive.
812 has been given a 10-second penalty for hitting car 94. Car 87 has been given a 15-second penalty for hitting car 19, and car 19 has also been given a 15-second penalty for a poor rejoin.
I think that was who was the 87? Was it 87? No, not 87.
87 was given a 15-second penalty for hitting 19, and
19 was the poor rejoin.
Yeah, it was the poor rejoin. Yeah.
I think 19 was. I don't think that was Ericsson. Oh, there's a Paddy Redmond has had a bit of a mare on the inside of there. It's caused a multi-car collision into turn 2, and they just need to slow it down, guys, and recover calmly. So Paddy Redmond looking down the inside of 1, hasn't got the space there to attack Esprello as much as he would wish to. Esprello loses it over the curb, and that can definitely alter the car. Paddy Redmond then has a look down the inside, gets it slowed down. Oh, it's a knock-on effect. It's a massive knock-on effect from the car 94 Audi, and then every car just starts.
And the McLaren and Paddy Redmond driving the Mercedes. Yeah, and then the Mercedes drives back into Paddy Redmond. Guys, what are you doing? Unbelievable. The battle for the AM podium is still hotting up, but it's also very close at front between Fernandez and Santon. Fernandez is all on the back of Santon right now.
Or 812.
No penalty for speeding the pit lane, car 812.
That's Arian Faneri down in 40th place, last of the drivers in the grid at the moment.
Pit window's open. We haven't even mentioned that, I don't think.
Yeah, I mentioned it when it opened.
Okay, I don't remember. Mbapawashi is in the pits to clear his mandatory pit stop.
Fastest lap of the session so far lies in the hands of Luis Fernandez at 47.6, down in 4th place. He's got that a few laps to go. I think our drivers and our leaders are now running into the traffic of the drivers leaving the pit lane, because the lap times have fallen by about 2 seconds apiece, but they're falling across the board. So this is still the battle. I believe it is. Oh no, it's Reza trying to get past Fernandez. So they're not in the same class.
That's right. Yeah. No, they're not. No.
I do like the new look Aston Martin that Fernandez has gone for this season, though. A lot less in your face, but horrible coloured wheels.
Wheels, yeah. The alloys aren't looking so great. I'm riding on board with Reza as we look at this and we look at this battle, you know, Scott Walker's dropping off, isn't he? You know, he's down now 2.2 seconds off Reza, who's managed to get past him and start to create a bit of a gap. So, and then the next AM is in 7th position, 1.8 seconds back, as the penalties for car 19 have just been added. So 15 seconds there, and that, see, one of the cars, Werner, is 87, is with the 15-second penalty. A lot of racing incidents, a lot of warnings in the steward sheet so far as well.
So you're seeing some cars that are a little bit worse for wear. Butterman's number 10 Porsche, 2 spaces ahead of Kvitsto on your left-hand side of your screen, is looking worse for wear coming through the final loop section of the track. As you can see on the right-hand side, Fernandez and Reza battling it out tooth and nail. I believe Reza's now passed. I think Reza's now passed.
No, Fernandez is still ahead.
Oh, you're on board with Reza. Sorry, it was Fernandez on Santon then. Sorry.
Yeah, as Reza
we'll work
goes
it
a
out,
little bit deep.
Penalty for 177. I think we saw that
a little bit, but we'll go on board with Fernandez. We look back at Reza trying to make the move, as Reza's just getting a little bit too eager now, missing those braking points. Probably just need to collect himself a little bit, and he'll be able to start challenging. Great battles going on. I mean, the gap and the lead, I felt like Taylor was breaking away, but it hasn't really opened up much more.
No, it hasn't. It hasn't opened up that much at all, really, has it?
But I thought that's where we were heading. So
it's good though. See some nice close racing at the top.
Oh, Reza's into the back. Oh, that was close. That was close. There was nearly, as Fernandez goes into the pits. So in he comes for his pit stop.
Probably one of the better moves to make, to be honest. You're seeing how bunched up they all were at that sort of point.
The
you know,
bumps in the pit stop, the pit garage is ridiculous here, aren't they?
What's that? Sorry.
The bumps as you go into your box are ridiculous here. So Walker will be hoping to love these cameras. We'll be hoping to do something about that and try and get bound to the back now. You know, he's closed it a little bit. It's down to 1.7 now. I mean, I've never driven the Lambo, so I don't know what its characteristics are like. I don't know if it goes, you know, I find after 45 minutes, the Aston Martin, for instance, has
seen better days.
Mark Bunyan has gone wide there as Reza was getting past him. I don't know if that was a bit of aggressive back marker move there. But Bunyan ended up off the track. But that's put a car in between Reza and Walker.
Looking here at Butterman trying to make the move on Manink down the inside of, I believe that's 6. I think it's the hairpin at turn 6. He's got the inside going into the left-hander again. Side by side they come through. He has to leave the space for the number 2 Ferrari. It's going to open the door for the 52 to have a look on the inside as well. Cube wanting to get involved as much as he can. Kvitsto trying to pounce. These guys have been battling out now for 15 minutes of the race. They've been together, held together by the glue of the battle that they've been through and the war wounds that they've seen, especially Butterman has been involved in a couple of incidents here and there this evening. Not to say any of them were his fault, but he has been battling out. Isga's now caught up with the leader as well. Isga's now all over the top of Jack Taylor. I'm not too sure if Jack Taylor's had an issue, but he has closed that gap down to 0.3 of a second.
There's quite a nice little group here, isn't it? In the 13th, 14th. There are a couple of little groups, aren't there? It's just not like as you often see in a race. It'd be interesting to see how Reza fares against Fernandez, who pitted earlier. who's currently now down in 19th position, about 4 seconds behind Merle, who's currently in 18th, and everybody ahead of him is still to pit, but Ball, Butterman, Kube, Kubisto are all in the pits, and Hodges as well, so quite a few have jumped in there. So, and the leaders remain out, and the gap between first and second has really come down, hasn't it, Dan?
Yeah, I mean, they've been battling it out for quite some time now, these two, and I'm not too sure if Jack slowed down or Dion's found an extra inch or two in his right pedal to be able to close the gap up even more and more as it's going through. I mean, they've started to break away now from Dieter and Renault as well behind. Have to see if Luis Fernandez can capitalise on that early pit. We saw him getting all over the back end of Reza and Santon and those guys, and decided that it's time to.
As Istigo is in the pits, he's in the pits.
Reza's gone in as well.
Hodge is coming out a bit, so I'm going to keep an eye on Reza because I want to see where he comes out.
Oh, there's an incident here. I'm not too sure what we've missed there. Let's go back 30 seconds. It's involving Manink. You see this. I think the McLaren in front as well having a bit of a mare. I think they've both had contact or.
Where is Fernandez? Car number 126. He is all the way around the back part of the circuit. He's coming into the
Manink overcooks it. Yeah, they're both lost it on their own. So Manink overcooks it into the corner, and the McLaren ahead was a back marker, I believe.
Right, Reza is now dropped down and moving. Fernandez is coming down the pit straight. I'm on board with Reza to this, and he's got a car ahead of him, who's Istigo, I think. Car 95. Yeah, it is. And they're out ahead of him. They're out ahead. They've beaten Fernandez. They've got past.
Fair play to them. So they've got that job done. Then Fernandez maybe getting held up a little bit more than we thought he would. Adam Rayner, someone asked in the chat. He's down in 38th at the moment. Just trying to get a solid drive into his legs. So
Fernandez, you know, is obviously his tyres gonna be a little bit warmer, so he might be able to use this opportunity. But, we'll look at the battle between Rayner. Well, where is Walker? So Walker's behind this battle as well. So that pushes Walker down into third in class after the pit stops. He's lost out there.
Yeah, so seeing Kulis has sort of come out of nowhere.
Oh! As Fernandez runs wide. Nearly collects another Aston Martin. That
was Kulis, I think, yeah.
Yeah, Kulis. That was, a little bit sketchy.
Jack Taylor, Dieter Santon, Andrew Hearn, top three on track at the moment, and Antti Maninka all coming in the pits. 6 minutes left to go. Couple of drivers, including Paddy Redmond and Thomas Maninka. I assume Paddy may have had a mistake in his pit stop, because I'm sure I saw him go in.
Somebody's asking in chat where Rayner is. Well,
38th.
38th position.
Yep. Moving along nicely as we look at Jose Martins grabbing the toe of that Aston Martin of Paddy Redmond going down the back straight, closing it in as we get into the braking zone. Martins and Butterman next to each other again. They weren't the greatest of pairings on track earlier on. We saw them being the bread in the Lexus meaty sandwich earlier on. And these two guys find each other towards the closing stages of race number 1. 10 minutes 30 seconds left to go. Thomas Manink in the lead, yet to pit. Jack Taylor in second.
Martins is all over the back of the rear spoiler, but you've also got Butterman, right, as Redmond's now in the pits.
Three of these two then. Had a yellow flag for car number 4. We've still got a yellow flag for car number 4. Oh, watch the rejoin, Mr. Bunyan. Let's have a little look at what happened to him. He was there for quite some time, so this is for
Taylor's
position.
under pressure from Reza right now. Oh, it's contact! There's contact! He pushes it wide! Oh! Unbelievable. Where's the buttons to do the blue in replay thing gone? I don't know. I don't know where that. Oh, there it is. Let's try that and see if that gives us what's happened there. He's right on the tail, and I just think just goes into the side of him a little bit as he, you know. I mean, you could argue he should, if he gives that position back, the stewards might view that a little bit more leniently, shall we say?
Yeah, it's a little bit of an aggressive overtake there, but some of these drivers' first races in ACCSS, so we'll let them make the mistakes now and be done with it afterwards.
Taylor flashes lights. Manink still hasn't pitted yet, and he's now in, as I say that, and he's going to fall down the order as the leaders now pass. So Reza, who is in the AM class, currently sits in second position.
So Luis Fernandez has really lost out here at, in the pit stop window. He pitted early, he pulled the trigger fairly soon. And he's
Walker put in a Hearn under pressure for 6th position. So these guys are in different classes, but looking the same.
Oh, I thought you might be on the outside, Cam, but
I like an onboard. I do like an onboard.
See, you could go full YouTuber with this, and you go that way round.
Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful. What a beautiful thing. What a beautiful thing.
Onboard and external, then a battle for 5th place overall between Andrew Hearn in the 666 McLaren and Scott Walker in the number 27.
Reza's got a 5-second penalty. Sorry to cut across you. So that'll push him down the order, probably into 5th position.
Yeah, put him ahead of these guys.
Yeah. And Hala, 15-second penalties there. Car 19, which we saw earlier on. And Isubo is car 34, 10-second penalty as well. And it looks like car 8's about to get a 10-second penalty. Car 8 is Dieter Santon as Walker's looking to make the move to the first corner. Backs out of it, thinks better of it, which is fair enough. Car 19's got another penalty, so his penalties are now up to 25 seconds.
I was about to say what happened to Santon, because he's still in the pits, and he was up in the top 2 or 3 early doors, and he's now tumbling down the order. He's now down in 25th.
Yeah. Like I said earlier on, he's definitely got some pace, but he's got a mistake or two in him. I've done quite a few races with him.
Luis Fernandez side by side with Tondre and Bambawache. Both these cars looking a little bit worse for wear as they head into the hairpin for the second, or for the second hairpin.
5-second penalty for car. Oh, that's Reza. We've always mentioned that. A couple of races. So we've had.
What have they given 95 and 215? That was that aggressive overtake, I think, unless it was someone else.
Well,
and that's what Reza got his 5-second penalty for.
I think it might have been, yeah. Hold on. 215 and 690, 5 seconds. Yeah.
Oh yeah, so it was
contact with advantage, almost spun 215. Yeah. Reza is close to 2 years ago. I mean, it's now 3 temps. Well, yeah, he's really close to him. The battle for the race lead is really starting to hot up, but you know the challenge here is now closed. He's got a 5-second penalty, so even if he gets past, I don't know if he can make 5 seconds up with under 5 minutes to go.
Yeah, the battle's heating up in the middle of the pack as well, and Bambawache Now hasn't got to look too much in his rear view. He can start looking ahead of him, but Luis Fernandez now needs to be firmly addressed the rear view mirror of his car, because Torsten Jagger in the 33 Aston Martin is filling it up as best as he can. Let's go and have a little look at the battle for the lead. As we say, Reina Reza, 5-second penalty, still chasing down Dion Isger. Jack Taylor going to feel a little bit aggrieved by the overtake manoeuvre that Reza put on him, which lost him the lead. Oh, Isger gets really, really loose coming out of the corner down the straight.
Gives Reza a sniff.
Oh, it's not just a sniff, he's got a full-on toe as he's...
down the left-hand side into the left-hander. Can he make it stick? He's had a couple of contacts this race. He keeps it wide, and he makes the move stick. Is that Paddy Redmond who's coming to that?
I believe so.
Oh, Paddy, what has happened to you? Not a great start to the season, is it, Pads?
He was involved in an incident that damaged quite a lot. I think he may have even pitted twice, I think. I'm sure I saw him in the pits, and then he still hadn't cleared his mandatory. So it looks like Dieter Santon then has retired from this race. He's fallen all the way down to 39th on the grid, with Jakob Sorensen 38th, Adam Rayner in 37th, and Bruce Oos, Victor Espello and Paddy Redmond then towards the back of the grid. Like I said, there's 2 chances every week for these guys to put on a show. So we're going to have race 2 shortly after this race. We'll head to a very short ad break, start the predictions, go and get yourselves drinks before we head on to race 2. Gone this season is the vote for driver of the day, as well as the podium screen. So it's going to enjoy the podium and the racing on offer, and not worry too much about driver of the day or showing you a podium in a fancy design.
I'm just looking at the battle for 25th, and these guys are pretty close together, giving them a bit of air time. Quite a train here. So Eric Strom's in this pack. Don't think I'll be too pleased with his performance in race 1. Nordic Audi Racers, Strom, he's looking just got a little bit too deep into the first corner there. Oh, as the Lexus, oh, Strom's nearly got into the back. Oh, there's a bit of a muddle going on here. The Lexus got out of shape on the grass. They're all trying to navigate it as Strom goes on the inside. Yes, makes the move. Didn't quite see what happened to the Lexus. I think it might have been Van Dungen, or it might have been Guardstick. I mean, they look exactly the same. So that's
Lexus for you.
Yeah. So I'm not sure which one was out of shape. But there's a battle as Zambrano looks to get past Nico Kesikuglu. Oh, it's Strom again. Nearly goes into the back of 2 more cars. Don't think he knows where the brakes are on the Audi. I think he's misplaced them. Right. As a back marker gets out of the way of this pack.
Sort of 2 fighting battles here. One towards the back, which you're on board with. In the small screen, you'll see Mbamba Washe, Hearn, Jadka, Fernandez and Robbo. So the battle in between Mbamba Washe and Jadka, Mbamba Washe and Fernandez, I think it was, has opened the door for Jadka, Hearn, Robbo, all to get involved and in contention for this fight.
It'll be the last lap, isn't it? With 26 seconds left.
I think so. I'm not too sure where our leaders are. I think they're not too far up the road, so this is going to be the last lap, I believe, when the leader crosses the line, which is Reza. He has managed to pull a 5-second gap over Siakoulis as well, so it looks like he's going to take the overall victory. We see a 10-second penalty for Laszlo Nemeth there.
Strom's making the move, and he's made it stick. He's got his braking spot on. So 5-second penalty comes in for 10-second penalty comes in for.
Oh, Hearn's off in the background. Hearn leaves the door open for Luis Fernandez. There we go. Then Reina Reza takes the lead as Iska, Taylor and Tsukis follow suit. How's it going on down towards this back of the pack? This is the
Oh, there's a spinner at the back. Jose Martins. Oh, Carl's managed to avoid him, and there's an Aston that managed to just not spin it out. That was quite something. I'm going to go back and have a look.
Absolute gaggle of cars crossing the line then. Let's have a little look.
Showing a replay of Martins. I've got it in the little screen there, and you'll see an Aston Martin. Jose Martins just loses it all by himself, and everybody else seems to just manages to avoid him. And then Aston Martin comes around, not that one, another one. Oh, there it is. No, it's the Mercedes. Just nearly loses it. Absolutely brilliant stuff. Some great avoidance driving there from some of the drivers. But yeah,
as we see Shin getting past, I believe that's the Ferrari of Keskikonen.
Keskikonen. We're going with that.
Yeah, that's not as good as we said it earlier on, but I think he's just got past. But he has got a 10-second penalty, so he's going to have to give that position back as well. But crazy race in race one then, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to head shortly over. Going to bring the little podium screen up. He says. Let's go into the timetables. That's going to be a little bit better. Timetables overall. So there we go then. We've got Reza as your overall winner, but also taking the tier 4 podium, even after picking up that 5-second penalty. So actually the overall leader is going to go to Iska, with Taylor in 2nd, Reza in 3rd, Suklis in 4th, Walker in 5th, and Bambawashe in 6th, Jadka, Fernandez, Robbo, and Dow then taking out your top 10. Looking at it from a tier 4 perspective, Reza will retain that lead with a 7-second gap over the number 57 Aston Martin in P2, and Scott Walker will take his pole position and convert it into a podium for race number 1. We'll be back shortly, guys. We're going to head to a short advert break. Let's go and get yourself a drink, go and use the facilities, and we'll see you back here very shortly. Back then, we're still waiting for the session to kick over, and let's bring that timetable up again and have a look at the results. And as you can see, now it's reset. Now the race is finished. Iska takes the overall race lead. Yeah, we lowered the volume of the ads while I had to play. I can only do it when they play, unfortunately. So as soon as they played, lowered the volume for you guys. So the second race is going to move into the later part of the evening. It's going to move into the race 1's at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Race 1 is at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, sorry. And race 2 is at 7 o'clock in the evening. So a little bit of a cooler track temp. As you can see there, it's 34 degrees. You can't see that because the ACCSeries banner's in the top right. But we've swapped over to the next session, and we're going to go and take you through the grid walk. Again, just in case, if I can. There we go. F7, control F7. Grab the controller. We go to the start of the grid.
Fantastic stuff.
Give us your thoughts on race 1, Paul.
I was expecting a little bit cleaner from some of the drivers, if I'm being honest. And normally race 1 is normally the cleaner at the 2, so that can only mean one thing, really, can't it?
Especially early doors, especially early doors in the season as well. It's definitely race 1's normally the cleaner. Remember going back to where were we in Zandvoort, wasn't it, last season? It was Zandvoort. It was race 1 and it was round 1 in season 5, and yeah, it was a little bit of carnage, but hey ho. So here we go then, guys. We're going to take you through the grid for the last time this evening at ACCSimSeries Championship Series number 6. Been here 6 seasons, guys. We've been in here just over a year now. And Jack Taylor takes pole position on an identical time to Dieter Santon, but he got it first. Then we've got Iska and Walker on 4 and 5. Race 1, then we've got Maninka and Reza. Siakulis, Fernandez, Butterman, and Van den Dungeon them. And we move back to Martins, Hearn, Bunyan, Luque, and Bambawashe. Zambrano, Haller, Jadka, and Robbo will take out your top 20. Then we've got Espiello, Eriksson, Gardstig, Dow, Werner, Nemeth, Hodge, Kvitsto, and Redmond. As well as Chimilau and Menick will do your top 30 drivers. And at the back of the pack, led by Adam Rayner, Jocelyn Merle, Martin Cube, Eric Strom, Tristan Vivers, Jason Daly. Then we've got Keskinonen, Jus Sorensen, and Fineri then at the back of the grid. Eyes on, Paul. Eyes on race number 2. Who are we looking for? Who are we looking for to have a better race? Obviously Paddy, like you've mentioned, but...
Yeah, I want to see a better performance from Santon.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what happened there. I have to go back and have a little look in the post-race.
Yeah, like I say, he likes his Porsche. He's not racing the yellow Porsche, which is normally something he likes to do. And,
the challenge is normally last to first, not first to last. Oh, there's a McLaren there.
There's a car in the pit.
I think he forgot to press drive. He just disappeared from the grid. Was it an orange McLaren?
It is, yes.
It was whoever was in 24th then forgot to press drive. See you later, son. The engines get rolling and get moving, and the cars start.
That is Jonathan Werner, car 87.
He's had a mare. He's probably gone for a quick toilet break. He's been caught out. He's gone for a number 1. Well, number 2's come flying by.
Not quick enough, really, was it?
You can tell we're at Snetterton. It's by the signpost there. Get the old picture-in-picture ready. And then we'll get the prediction rolling. So we had there we go. Clean. Turn 2. This should be an easy one for you, chat. I'll be looking at the front. Paul will be looking at the back. Clean turn 2. Prediction in the chat. You've got 30 seconds. Nice quick one. Let's hope Dieter Santon doesn't spin like he did on the last formation lap. Should be the easiest wife coins you've ever earned, chat. All in on clean. I'll tell you what, someone puts yes and it's clean. Mega wife coins are to be made. It works the like the odds work in real time. So the more money that's put on one option, the payout on the other option drastically increases.
So you've got 39 cars out on track and 1 in the pits. So
Blooming Werner forgetting to press drive. How? I mean, we are a rookie league.
Is he new?
Yeah, I don't recognise the name, so I imagine. Do we get a welcome to ACCSS? Yes, we'll take it. We'll take it. Welcome to ACCSS, Werner. Remember to hit drive next time. Love one of those, especially on the new guys. There's normally pit violations.
I'm gonna tell you a little bit about our race winner from race 1. who was Rainer Reza. He's 26 from Estonia. He says his aim for this season is to gather race experience and hopefully get promoted, and it's his first season with us.
Awesome stuff then. So the cars are heading 2 by 2. Jack Taylor slowing them all right down. We saw there slamming the brakes on as best as he could to get these guys to filter in. It's having a knock-on effect further down. Everyone rounds the corner, lines themselves up. They hit that 70-mile-an-hour zone as we've got, I believe it's the McLaren of Reza just trying to form it back up through Fernandez. As we head through the little kink at down the start-finish straight. Going to be foot to the floor. Jack Taylor's going to lead us round then. Identical lap time to Dieter Santon, but got it first. And we go green then in race number 2. And the Porsche of Santon's got a much better start then.
Oh, Ferrari at the back's got a fantastic start. He's already gained a few places, but he's just had to touch the, otherwise he would have gone into the back of the Ferrari ahead by the looks of it.
Got Santon and Taylor wins it back. Oh, there's a flying Maninka down the inside. He's nice and clean going through. Let's have a little look how it looks towards the back of the pack.
Do you know what? I'm actually quite impressed. There's a couple of touches, but it's a lot cleaner.
Oh, have you all lost your wife coins? Have you all lost your wife coins, chat?
Oh, my.
I think you have. I think you have, chat.
And Werner is on his way as well. So, yeah.
I think you've lost your wife coins, chat.
I should have put a bet in. Oh, madness. Madness.
Oh, it's carnage. Oh, it's carnage, chat.
Oh, no, there's a car off. I think that might be Strom. Yeah, it's Strom. He's off again.
Oh, the wife coins are just being filtered back into my bank account. Trickle in, chat. Trickle
like
in.
87's off somewhere as well. That's Werner. He's off as well. He went off the same corner that Strom went off.
Oh, Santon's now. Jack Taylor's now got the bit between his teeth. Bit of angry. Oh, there's contact further back. That's the two McLarens. That's Reza and Iska.
Reza into the back of him. Watch the re-entry, guys. Oh, no one likes to see that, do they?
He's back moving. Oh, the other McLaren's back moving as well. No, he's still on the grass. He's waiting to find a hole. There's a little bit of contact further back down the order. Car number 94 involved in that. It looks like Eric Strom. Let's go back and have a little look. I saw the yellow flag. Looked like a bit of a Barney. We're going to go back 30 seconds. I told you, chat. Told you someone to put some money on a clean turn 2. You were going to get a massive payout. Nobody listened to me. So here's what the yellow flag was for. Strom there. Oh, everyone slows down. Everyone slows down from an instant further up, and Strom just ignores them big old waving yellow flags.
So I've got a replay for you of the incident we saw between the two McLarens.
Let's go back and have a little look at that. There you go, we're on board. On board with the replay and the full screen. Live pictures in the small screen, and we've got more cars off the track. Shoots it down the inside, gets a little love tap on the go. That's all on Iska, I'm afraid. That's all on him.
Yeah.
He's sort of...
Yeah, at least he didn't throw it straight back onto the track either, to be fair to him. So, replays first.
I love the prediction in chat. Actually says clean turn 2. Yes, nobody thought this would happen.
Oh, there's a move there as Torsten Yadke gets past Walker's back. Walker's down in 15th. What's happened to him?
I'm not too sure. I mean, sort of distracted. Everything. I think there's been a few offs here and there and everywhere. So,
okay, let me go and have a look at the sheet. Oh, yeah, there's a few. There's some penalties incoming. So, 15 seconds for car 34.
You're looking for 27. Anywhere 27 crops up.
Yeah, it's further down, and the stewards haven't got to it yet. No.
Oh, Andrew Hearn sending it down the inside of Robbo. Or a little bit of contact between the two. Don't think he sent it. I think Robbo was more attacking down the outside, and Robbo's going to lose a few positions to the Porsche of Luque and Bamba Washe and potentially Butterman as well. Spello picking up a 15 seconds. Interesting to see. Oh, car 34 is a Spello, and it picks up his 15.7 and his 15-second penalty. And he's on the side of the road, yellow flag. 177. Then Jesper Eriksson spun around in the second chicane by the looks of second chicane. Second hairpin by the looks of it. Let's go and have a little look at where 177 is. He's recovering at the moment. Jump back 30 seconds. See how he got into that position. Comes around turn 1. Nice and smooth. Oh, there's a Spello then off, into the background, and this is where Eriksson catches the yellow flag as well. Any contact? Oh, a little bit of contact there from the 55, and it's just complete cork in the bottle situation. Spins everyone around, trying to force their way through.
Yeah. So, yeah, Bunyan's obviously got his 5-second penalty popping in as well.
Paddy Redmond with a 5-second. What have you done, Pads?
Oh, Paddy, what you done?
We're not angry, Pads. We're just disappointed, mate.
We're disappointed, yeah. So,
got a little bit of loose there from Garstig.
He's leading the AMs, and obviously you've got this battle here that's battling for second position, which is Mbabawashe and Robu. So, and then you've got Butterman on the back of it as well. So, yeah, fantastic little battle developing for second position. Butterman's gone into the pits.
Pit window is open, so
yeah, he's gone in early.
Lost the gap like Jack Taylor.
You have a car come in.
Stretch his legs early, and it's just been reeled back in, and we've got an absolute mob of cars forming up behind Louis Fernandez at the moment, including Maninka, Surikes, Van der Dungen, Martins, Hearn, Luque, and Robbo, and Mbabawashe as well. There's a little gap there in between. I believe that's Martins and Hearn.
Yeah, Taylor last race obviously did a very similar thing where he, opened quite a quick gap at the start, but then everybody else started to find their rhythm, and that gap started to close down. So
Fernandez has got a 5-second penalty as well.
He has. Manika having a better second race. He's coming in 4th position.
Sudakis losing that position out as well to Van der Dungen then as well.
Chasing down Fernandez.
Oh, drive through for speed in the pit lane. Jesper Eriksson then. Very, very short pit lane and very, very short and snappy pit entry here at Snetterden. First of our 2 British GT DLC tracks that you're going to see this season. We've got our 1-hour finale at Donington in 4 weeks time now. The rest of the tracks, if you were here for the countdown, if you weren't, we go to Zolder after here. Then we head to the Temple of Speed, known as Monza. And then we move on to, then we go to Kyle Army before finishing up the season at Donington. 5 tracks on offer this season. Next season, it looks. I've sorted the tracks out for next season already. They're going to be huge.
Nice.
They're going to be bangers. Next season, I expect it's going to be our biggest season yet. So many nice tracks, so many amazing drivers, and our partnership with Grid Finders is going to find us more and more drivers to help fill the grids up, and keep everybody busy.
The man chasing Van Dungen, he's from Lithuania. And he finds himself in silver after being acrimoniously demoted 2 tiers, apparently.
I mean, I don't even remember him being in last season.
No, neither do I.
But sure, hun.
Sorry, that's
Take Albin Norberg. I don't do the splits.
I mean, yeah.
Any information on Octavian Robbo? Especially in the fact, is that his actual real name?
Driving a car that he hasn't driven before, and 3 of the tracks he sees, and he hasn't driven before either. So I think a lot of the drivers wouldn't have driven some of these tracks. So
no, I'm gonna rock up and drive every week. So I haven't done any practice.
Dunga nearly takes out Manika. Oh, that was close.
We've moved the camera back a few positions. There's a couple of battles further. Oh, Robbo then. Grass cutter treatment on the edge of the final or penultimate corner then.
Oh.
Absolute grass cutter treatment from the 913 Ethereal. Oh, there you go. I'm not even getting into that conversation. Ethereal Racing. Audi.
Fernandez just sets the fastest lap of the race with 1:46.9. Currently in third position, trying to chase down Diego Santon.
He's got to be catching him because Santon's best lap is nowhere near that. Like, that's best, not even the last lap. His best
1:48, so the gap come down a couple of seconds, yeah.
But like Santon's best is a 1:48.2, so Moa confirmed. Alton will not work in our current format. We cannot put 50 cars on Alton and get away with it.
Not GT3s, no.
No, so unfortunately Alton will be retired for GT4 only until we have a little rethink or maybe another restructure in the future. Which I've hearing feedback from last night. The restructuring helped quite a lot. Not too many. I think there was less than 20 incidents in every race last night. So
good. Nice, positive sign.
10-second penalty for car 43.
Oh,
Fernandez getting wobbly.
Yes.
Wibbly wobbly.
I'm riding on board with him, so I had full proper view of what was going on there. Rayner having a much better second race in 18th position.
Hearn picking himself up a 5-second penalty for causing a collision.
Yeah, Andy Ahern, 55. He's from the UK, and he's hoping to improve on his last season. Position so top 6 he's hoping for, and to improve his consistency and overall pace. And he was relegated to silver. This will be his 3rd season in the silver class.
He's a great driver, Andrew. I like racing alongside him. Had some great battles in the past.
Oh, wow! Santon just isn't able to get that Porsche coming out of the corners, and Fernandez just gets caught out a little bit, and again nearly into the back of the Porker. So Fernandez here has obviously got the 5-second penalty, which will serve in his pit stop. I see that car 935 has got a 10-second penalty. That's Viviers.
That's Viviers, yeah, he's in the pit at the moment. Jonathan Werner started at the back, forgetting to press drive. Oh, there's a backwards. There's a couple of contacts there, 812 and 90. Let's have a little look who they are, Faneri and Daly. Let's rewind that back 30 seconds, see how we get on with that one. Too many orange McLarens. I get you like Formula 1 guys, there's different colour palettes though. Well, the 133 Lexus slow coming through the first couple of corners. Could have been out from the pits, and then, well, the McLaren cut. Oh, this is at 2 separate incidents. The Mercedes cuts the corner and makes contact with the Ferrari, and the 812 tries to avoid it, causing another incident. Yeah, turn 1 at Snetterden is a really nice corner. It's a bit like. It's a bit like a smoother Silverstone turn 1. Like a less technical Silverstone turn 1, I would say. Five-second penalty for 690, a lot, so penalties trickling in a little bit less severe than they normally are. Rez's all over the back of Andrew Hearn. Rez obviously trying to recover from that contact with... Oh, who was it that he made contact with?
Pittsburgh, wasn't it?
Yeah, they've been in the race still. They left the lobby. Oh, he's down in 30th. Is he pit? Dion Isga?
Yes, he has. Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
40th left.
So Fernandez is heading out in the pits now. Down the order, of course, because of that. We're hoping to try and get past to Santon, won't he? So, we'll see if Santon decides to pit this lap, but
There's only 10 minutes left. So they're halfway through the window. My heart bats come up to halfway through the race. Jack Taylor's now set the fastest lap of the race with a 47.7. He's really starting to stretch those legs. He doesn't want to get caught out by Reza or by... I think it was Reza last race.
There we go, trying to cover off Fernandez. Jay Santon, he's 25, he's from Belgium. His aim is to be towards the front of the group this season, maybe top 5 in his tier. He says he moved up from bronze tier 6 to silver tier 3 for this season. Oh, that's a nice Lexus out cutting the grass.
Yeah, he lost it all himself. It's Mr. Sorensen not having the greatest of races. Couple of donuts.
Strikes me as someone who maybe hasn't done enough practice.
Turns up late, misses free practice, misses qualifying.
And then
Busy man. Busy man. It's probably a very busy person. So let's see. We'll have to wait to see how the order fits out once our pits have been made. Rayner's getting himself up to 6th. Be interested to see where Rayner comes out after the pit stop window is closed, because he looks...
got a 5-second penalty, but then so did Fernandez. So and Hearn's got a penalty as well. Menink might. Menink's 14 seconds back from Zambrano, so he might not make any gains, but definitely. Zambrano will probably move up the order. Cars ahead, suffering penalties, but Santon is out of the pits in 11th. Fernandez is 13th. So, oh no, Santon's fallen down to 3rd. Oh, the timing's now caught up, 14th. So Fernandez has got by, even with that 5-second penalty.
Yeah, Santon's lost out here to a lot of these drivers.
That is in the pits.
Yeah, Santon looks to be in the nicest way possible of putting it. The big loser here this evening. He's lost a hell of a lot of time out in that pit stop
Yeah, he's got
rotation.
all over his. No, he's got Membawache, sorry, all over his rear spoiler. Going trying to make the move on the outside. Is that going to work there? No, probably not. Oh, and then Manika's getting a sniff as well. I'm going to go side by side. I'm on the rear spoiler of Santon.
No def, he's just pitting. So where will Rayner come out?
Yeah, there he is. Coming out the pits, that makes it interesting. Oh no, is that Zambrano then gone wide in the background because of that?
I think it's Luque. I think it's Luque behind.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, Luque's in the Porsche, and that's the Porsche that was off the track.
Right, okay. Just got a bit distracted by the fact that Reza was coming out.
Adam Rayner back moving again. Contention for 22nd and 23rd, I believe, as he's getting his tyres up to temp, getting himself out the pit stop. He's in a battle with Nemeth. Bit of door banging, bit of argy-bargy. 3 McLarens going into turn 2. Werner wants a little bit of the action still. Door banging here between Cube and Rayner. I can imagine what Rayner's saying at the moment, but I'm not going to attempt the accent.
No, three McLarens all having a bit of fun. Unfortunately, the loser there. Loser! He'll love that. He'll love that.
He won't.
No, I know he won't.
It's Jack Taylor then out of the pits, and he's got himself a 4-second or 5-second window over Siakulis, and then Vanden Dungeon's about a second behind him. So
Hearn staying out. Maybe trying to give himself a bit of a chance if he's got no traffic in front of him. I'm trying to see where he is out. Oh no, as Reza goes into the back of Manika and spins him round, that'll be a penalty. Let me get the replay of that up.
You let me know when you're ready, Sunshine.
Ready? Here we go. I think just misses his breaking point here. Which is not the first time. He just loses it into the left, into the final corner.
I think Maninka had already gone.
Really?
Yeah, I think the contact didn't help. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that the contact was. It looked like. Are you in replay or are you in force replay?
I mean,
as in, are you in minus 30 seconds? Yeah.
Yeah.
Go have a little look at the. We'll go back to the main feed. Go have a look at the.
Maninka.
It looked like Maninka had already gone a little bit on one of the camera angles. Could be completely wrong and chatting out my backside. It normally happens quite a lot. So.
Okay. I'll have a look.
Who's number 13? Jordi Sambrero then, looking in a pack of cars.
No, I don't think so. I think it's a full-on contact.
Full-on punterino.
Yeah.
10-second penalty for car number 10. That is Martin Butterman. Is it Martin Butterman? Oh, what a guess. New name for me, chat. I've already remembered his first name. What a hero. Well, not a hero. He's got a 10-second penalty, but still.
Well, I'm guessing they're putting. There we go. They're putting another. There's a car 22's just got 10 seconds.
That is.
That's David Chimilio.
No, it's further down the order than I believe.
Yeah, he's currently in 35th.
Did we ever work out what happened to Scott Walker?
No, I can try and go and have a look.
No, he's down in 25th, but I think he's been down the order for quite a while. I remember you mentioning it. Andrew Hearn coming out the pits then. Where is he going to fit in this battle? And I feel like he's lost out quite a lot. He's going to come out in the battle for 10th, 11th, 12th. He is in front of them slightly, so he's going to be...
Oh, yeah, look, Scott. I've already looked at Scott Walker's car, and it's battered. It's happened quite early on, whatever it was. Oh, here we go. He's turned in on another car at the start of lap 2.
Are you ready for? Are we ready for some in-depth replay analysis?
Yes, we are ready. Here we go.
So this is what's caused Scott Walker to be down in 25th. In a really early contact by the looks of it with Maninka, I'm assuming. Yeah. Oh yeah, he's had a bit of a mare there, and it's sent him full speed into the wall.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, you know, a car's not going to disappear, I'm afraid. So that would definitely, dent your chances of a great drive.
So back on board, looking at the action, and it's Luque battling for 9th position with Andrew Hearn.
10-second penalty.
Yeah, that's Reza. So I imagine that was for the incident we brought to the attention to earlier on. The punt with Maninka, I assume?
I would assume. Yes, it is. Car 186, yes.
Jack Taylor still stretching his legs at the top.
Behind Hearn. Oh, Hearn's gone off the track, and you've got a bit of a gaggle here. You've got Luque, you've got Jadka, Zambrano, and Goodstig. And Bunyan's just trying to get onto the back of it, so...
Oh, as we see Butterman catching the curb, big style on the inside of turn 1. He's having a nice little battle there with, I believe it was Luis Fernandez for 4th place. It was. He needs to keep his cool though. He's got a 5-second penalty, and the car's behind. Following that incident, the next car is from Bambawashe, and we can see he's probably now within that 5-second gap.
I think these guys are catching Reza, who's got a 10-second penalty, who's going to fall back behind these guys in the race. It's
going to fall a lot, yeah. There's a lot of cars in that pack.
Yeah, there are. Yeah, a hell of a lot. So, what's chat saying?
Not a lot.
Did Reza die? Oh, no.
That was a while ago.
He did himself a little while. Yeah, I can't.
Keep up, Paul. Too many monitors, man.
Too many screens. I've got live timing on my top screen. I've got your stream on the right. I've got the game and the broadcast app in my middle screen. And then I've got Twitch and
All I'm hearing is excuses, chat. All I'm hearing is excuses.
The old man. I tell you what, that's ageist. We won't have that kind of attitude. Thank you very much.
Pavel.
Right. Just because I'm having my vaccine next week, just jealous. I'll be invincible. I'll become like in my luck, I'll have some kind of adverse reaction. I'll become like Toxic Man or something.
I'm running double 5G through my veins, mate. Got signal everywhere. Bill Gates is literally like on my bank account details on the road.
Can I talk about mentioning Bill Gates? There's a great documentary series about him on Netflix. Well worth a watch. Fascinating man.
There you go, chat. You don't just come here for top quality racing. You come here for top quality Netflix and chill recommendations.
Yeah. In the stuff he's doing with Fusion is fascinating.
Pit window is now closed.
There we go. Right. Pit window's closed.
5 minutes left to go.
5 minutes left to go. Yeah. So this kind of group of Hearn, Luke and Jadke is kind of leaving the other guys behind. Touch. So you've got then another,
Martin's got really loose into turn 1. That's
he had a mare on the last lap of the last race. What's happened there? He's wait. Oh, he was waiting like a good lad.
No, I think it was Butterman the lap before that saw that.
Yeah, but Martin's had a huge spin at the end of the last race, didn't he?
Oh yeah, I think he did. Adam Rayner now is trying to catch. He's still the last of this group of McLarens.
So Butterman is currently second in the AM class, but he's got a 5-second penalty, which I think means he will fall down to 4th in class if things stay the way they are. Because the next car that's in the AM class is 11th, that Jetica. So. Hello, Rayner. One day you'll actually better race.
Hey, so he might sort of score some points here. Where is he in class?
He's having a much better second race, to be fair to him.
I think he's 11th in class at the moment, so he's doing okay.
He's talking about getting a shed, isn't he? He's talking about getting a shed to put his sim rig in.
He's going to become the new shed boy.
Well,
we're going to see Adam Rayner in a Praga coming soon.
It a hell of a lot because a garden shed is not built to keep moisture out. So, and PCs and sim racing gear is not going to fare well with any kind of moisture. You're going to get rust.
He's going to see Adam Rayner in a Praga before soon.
Yeah, probably facing backwards. Yeah.
The battle's happening all over the track. Reza needs to pick up a 10-second gap, but actually, it's going to put this. Is probably going to fall him all the way back down to what, 15th, 14th.
So here we go. Reza's putting Mbappe under pressure now. Probably be another car he gives a little tap to. Close. I tell you what, that is close. That is close.
It's controlled driving for the both. And Bambawashi now again got a lot of experience going. I think it's his 3rd season now at ACCSS. I remember racing with him in season 4 at Bathurst. So I remember having a great race with him there. I think I nearly killed him. So he's had that initiation put under his hat. Penalties coming in for car 52 and car 2.
So Fernandez, who finds himself in 4th position from Portugal. He's 37 and he wants to get to Tier 2 because his brother's been upgraded to Tier 2.
Yeah, he has. He has been upgraded as Pedro Fernandez. I think he finished 3rd and Louis finished 4th, and it was decided on the last race of the season. Oh, the Lexus snaps! Big snap from the Lexus of Shin Van der Dungeon. That was a huge snap there. Well saved from that man. Like the chat's saying, it is like the chat is saying, it is like ice out on that bit of grass over there. So let's have a little look here. Shin has had the incident. Jump on board with him. It's gone round into turn 1, kicks it on the inside. Yeah, just gets hooked up, hits that little lump on the inside, and absolutely. Well, well held, to be honest, from him. And he doesn't touch any of the braking boards. You've got Scary Tree on the left.
Oh, Reza's making a move on Mbawashi. Oh, he can't make it stick. He's trying to get the run on him. He's in the slipstream, but it just, yeah, there's a lot to do here. Under the brakes, he gets a little bit close to him. Can't see past this blooming AMG. He goes on the inside. No, backs out of it. But I think Mbawashi gave him room, to be fair. I don't think he probably could have made that move then.
No, he probably could have tried to stick it up there, but might have come off.
I think he gave him room. Like you said, you know, he's been with us 3 seasons. He's quite an experienced driver now.
Adam Rayner could be on for a top 20 finish here, by the way. Werner picks up a 5-second penalty. The gap is 4.3 seconds. We've got 5-second penalty for
and a dodgy start to the race because he didn't click drive. Oh, we're on the final lap. Wow. That's
flown
quick.
by. Absolutely flown by. Jack Taylor made a 3.5-second gap to the leader. Oh, he has got a 5.
Oh, it goes wide. He goes wide. Reza's in him slipstream now. He goes onto the. You want to be on the inside, so covering the right line there. That AMG's got some straight line speed, hasn't it?
Absolutely stretching the legs there, and
Oh, he's trying around the outside. Can he make it stick? Mbawashi still got the inside. That's great. Now he switches over. Oh, he's missed his braking. Mbawashi, what's he going to do? He cuts back on him. Absolutely fantastic. A little bit of contact between the two. Fantastic stuff. Fantastic driving. I thought Reza had really messed that up there because he was too late on the brakes. But Mbawashi just using his experience. As Reza now looks at it, you're not going to go around the outside there, buddy. That's not going to work. But he cuts back.
Little cut back. Little cut back.
Trying to do an Alonso. I love an Alonso. He's on the inside.
Oh, I don't care who finishes higher out of these two. This is for the last podium position, by the way, in Tier 6. Oh, Mbawashi has gone really deep. But I want this to end clean. I don't want this to end like that.
No,
I don't want this to end like that. I don't want to have to put the power in the steward's hand to decide that. That was a great bit of driving between the two. And if we look further back in the picture as well, we've got the Lexus of Gardstick, Jadka Luque also battling out for position. Jack Taylor, he's rounding the final corner. We're going to head over and have a look at Jack Taylor come across the line. We didn't see it race number 1, but we're going to see it race number 2. Jack Taylor taking the checkered flag. Then Siakoulis coming in second. Fernandez in third. Let's have a little look back at this battle between Reza and Mbawashi. I believe that contact going into the back straight would have decided it, but I think all fair. I think it would have been a racing incident. There wasn't too much lost or gained. Obviously, the battling was hard. Yeah, he has got a 10-second penalty, but he can still fight for it. He's still entitled to fight for it. Battling like that, though, when you watch the timing screen update, he's going to fall. Reza's going to fall all the way down to about 15th place. Because look at all that gabble of cars that have come in behind him, are all on the same lap as them.
Yeah, there was a big gaggle of cars there. Which is probably why he was trying so hard to get past, because he knew that he had to. And,
Adam Rayner's actually got past Werner. I don't know if Werner's had an incident or whatever, but Rayner's actually got past him on his own. As Rayner says, I'll have a bit of grass on the outside of the final corner then. Adam Rayner secures a top 20 finish in race number 2 of round 1 of the ACCSS Championship Series number 6.
I love the way some of the cars are really patently close in the pits.
Yeah, it's a small pit lane. It's a small pit lane, yeah.
They're practically on top of each other. Oh, fantastic stuff. I thoroughly enjoyed that second race.
Scott Walker's battered and bruised Lamborghini. It's going to bring us home for the end of race number 2 then.
Yeah, that second lap incident really put an end to his race, didn't it?
Flares going off in the background. Got some fireworks going off. And let us know then. Paul, give us your thoughts and feelings.
Second race was a much better start from the drivers, which, let's be honest, we did not expect that. We expected to go the other way.
Yep.
And some fantastic drivers. There were clearly some drivers tonight that have got some pace, but that's fine. But it's the racecraft element that's why we're a rookie series, right? So
yeah, 100%.
We've got some new bloods who are showing that they can fight up towards the front, but it's about, you know, just being a little bit smarter when you're behind another car and not trying to force the overtake all the time. Which, you know, if you do that, that tends to have less incidents. And rather than ruining two people's races, you can both go on and get more points. So, yeah,
Okay.
on the penalty side of things, I think the second race was there were more incidents, but in the second race though, which is interesting because the first lap obviously wasn't anywhere near as bad. But yeah, really enjoyed that second race. That was my favourite out of the two.
Good stuff then. So that's going to be it then for round number 1, ladies and gentlemen. Feel free to join us back here tomorrow night. I believe Gareth, Rhonda and Mihai are going to take you through the gold split action.
Mihai's not there tomorrow. I think he's got
Is it going to
Easter
be
or
Gareth, Rhonda and Paul Glover then?
he hasn't asked me. So and after yesterday, I don't think I will be. No.
Okay, well, either way, Gareth will be here tomorrow evening to bring you all the gold split action at the very least.
Yeah.
Never know, he might hire the temporary services of Ashley Bloomfield, but then again, we only know that works for 1 week. And we're going to bring you all the action. We'll be back here, same time, same place next week when we head to Zolder. I believe we're going to be heading to a wet Zolder, if I remember correctly. So it could be in for a pack your trunks,
bodies, everybody.
Pack your trunks, and we're going to be heading to a wet Zolder.
And your goggles.
Well, thank you very much for joining us, me, Paul. Thank you very much for joining us, chat. And we'll see you back here, same time, same place next week.
Count to 0. I just wanna be a superhero. With fearless thoughts, emotions swirl. I wanna be the man that saves the world.